Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Sunday night hangout for the Amazing Plastic Sunday Hangout. Amazing Plastic is a Google Plus community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, genres, interests, and skill levels who like to share their tips and tricks with one another and to share in one another's scale modeling achievements. Today, excuse me. Today we have joining us members and followers of Amazing Plastic who like to share some scale modeling genius. So here it is, coming up first from my first left to right, Google left to right that is, that will be Bob.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending where you're at.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when he comes in, it's always the other time of day. It's never the day that it is. He's already doing tomorrow. I mean, he's that far advanced.
My name is Bob. I'm from
I'll just get my DeLorean.
outside of St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm off work tonight, so I'm here.
Excellent, excellent. And what you doing on your workbench? Anything different since yesterday on the across the pond?
Yeah, I'm working on an HO scale locomotive.
Ooh, okay, nice. A lot of detail work to that, isn't there?
Yep, I'm in the process of putting the all the tiny little railings and stuff on it right now.
Nice, nice.
Trying to cut them from the sprue without ruining them.
So here's the guy who's ahead of everybody, Heath. How you doing, Heath?
Morning, everybody. Morning, morning, morning.
You see what I mean? It's nighttime, and he's already doing morning.
All right, then. Good evening. Does that make you feel
drinking? Is that because you drink a lot of Monster?
No. I've been to bed and up, and it's 11:30 in the morning here.
Isn't it funny how you go to bed and it becomes morning? I don't know how that happens.
It's a matter of perspective.
Okay. So what do you got working on?
Well, I've just received something just right now.
Oh,
I just opened it up. Ta-da!
Ooh. Ah. Do some hand modeling. There you go. Ooh.
This can be yours for absolutely nothing. You're not getting it. Mine. Hands off.
Did you?
That's it.
Oh, I got something to share with you. Are you still interested? Are you still interested in Enterprise B?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I got one.
You
Cheap too. Guess how much?
Toy with me.
Guess how much?
$30?
Oh no. Cheap. Under 20 with shipping to me. So you got to give me, since this is a new computer, you've got to give me your address at some point. Not right away. I still haven't gotten it yet. But when I ask you for your address, I'm going to mail it to you.
Your what?
I'm going to mail you a, what is it, Polar Lights, 1400 scale AMT, or I've said Polar Lights, Enterprise B.
Okay. Excuse me, I'm just going to say one thing.
Oh, that's fine.
Don't surprise me with that, Jack.
You don't have to pay me back. You can send me that Batmobile.
Mine! Mine! I just got that. Got that from an old friend of mine.
No, but I do have, I'm not kidding, I do have a Enterprise B coming in the mail at some point. And as soon as I get it, I probably won't open it. I'll just change the address and send it out to you.
I saw him buy it.
Well, Jack, all I can say to that is, that's too early.
Well, you don't owe me anything, really. I'm going to bring it up and do a screen share of it, but we're going to move on to James. How you doing, James?
Okay.
I'm doing fine there, Jack. Not a lot new happening on the bench since yesterday, that's for sure. I've been out all day today, so that's about where I am. Hopefully I'll get started on that canopy this week. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, I was out all day too. I didn't do anything today. I did a lot of stuff around the house and went shopping and all that kind of stuff. So I know how you feel. So all of a sudden, this weekend, real life caught up to me. Don't you just?
Yeah.
It happens. You know.
Oh, it happens. Yeah.
Now, next up, we have Jay. How you doing, Jay?
Nothing? What? Oh. Hello. I'm doing good. I had one of those days yesterday where I didn't really have time to do much of anything, but today I'm building same model you are, in fact. Well, you will be, the X-Wing. I've been working on building up a new cockpit for it.
Oh yeah, it's cockpit's okay. It's okay, but it has no floor. It simply has no floor.
Well, it does now, but yeah, but the model I'm building is going to be landed and it's going to have the canopy open, so I want the cockpit to look nice.
Oh.
And I got a commission to build this.
Oh yikes! It's a
nice. Now.
And this is a beautiful, beautiful kit. I mean, I cut it in half because I'm going to put an interior up in the front of it. But this is a resin kit, and oh my gosh, this is a beautiful resin kit.
Oh my God!
It's a 1/72nd scale, and I'm going to open up the windows and put an interior up in there and light it and everything. And it's a little thin in some places, but that's okay. But like I say, I cut it in half because I want to be able to get in and put the stuff into it, and it's going to go back together. I mean, I can put it back together, and you can't even see where the seam is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
this
is a beautiful little kit, and yeah, one of our members of Amazing Plastic asked me to build it for him, and so I said yes.
Mm. Cool.
Oh, before we go on, that scale model, the scale of the Batmobiles are 132. 132 scale model.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's actually the last car I built when that came out.
The
last car model I built.
Well, this one's the 89 one.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'm still working on my Skyline though. I just got to get it. I'm sorry. Go on. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Sorry.
It's okay. No, we're just listening intently.
No, I was done.
Sorry, I'm just interrupting. Sorry. Beat me up, Steve.
How you doing, Mike?
Am I up next?
Oh, you are. How you doing, Mike?
Oh, because I'm on your right here. I'm doing okay. I've done better and I've done worse, and apparently the doctors got my medication straightened out. I don't have to see them for a month.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got my mom back from the
Rehab
center and took her to dinner.
So how is she?
I have shown some people what some people here have already seen. I swore I wasn't going to buy any damn more models.
Okay.
And not
Nice.
until this has some of the most useless stuff in it. This has the record, as far as I'm concerned, is for useless things. It has a thing that supposedly it's injection molded. That supposedly you could put it together, then hang it on the wall, and then place your model on it. And for the youngsters, I don't know of any mother that's going to allow you to drive a nail in the wall to hang something like that. Plus, it didn't look too secure, and I'm sure in shaky state it wouldn't hold up.
About it?
I'm currently working on an. This is a die-cast.
Oh.
This is MGT. A 40s era British sports car that kicked off the sports car craze in America. American military brought when they came back from overseas, brought some of them with them. Though I'm sure it was wealthy officers. Brought some back with them and drove them around places like Southern California and New York. And other people saw that and said, "I want one." So it pretty much they started racing them and all kind of stuff, and it pretty much, Willow Springs and places like that, and it pretty much kicked off sports car purchases in the United States.
Awesome.
And probably help Britain with their balance of payments.
Right. Thanks, Mike. And there's somebody here that I haven't seen in a while. It's Norm. How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
And I want to say it's been a while, and you had asked this is a long time ago, you had asked for a particular part to a Voyager kit, and I sent it to you, and you sent back 2 molds of different kind of resin back. And I have to say that ever since you sent that to me, I got the real itch. And this is even before I even saw Jay's videos about casting molds using silicone. And I'd like to thank you for getting me involved. And I'm up into my elbows with it at some point, silicone. Once I make a mold, this is a mold for a Bussard collector on an 18-inch Enterprise. One wasn't enough. I had to make another one. So it's your fault. So
hey, don't blame me.
How you doing? Well, it's a good thing to be blamed for, actually. It is a good thing to be blamed for. So how you doing?
Oh, not bad. I haven't done much lately, but got involved in a Secret Santa program, and the person I got was kind of hoping for a model, but he can't build them, so I'm currently building the Jedi Starfighter from the beginning of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
It's nice kit. Nice kit.
Well, the one I have is the AMT. It's a so-so kit. It's got some weird things about it. There's no pilot, but there's no landing gear, so you have to display it in flight mode. I guess it's the astromech is flying it without the pilot, which is probably a good thing because there's a huge gap in front of the cockpit, so it wouldn't hold any air. And,
AMT, a model tumultuous.
Yeah.
AMT for all your modeling needs. Yeah, right. They give you everything but the pilot and landing gear.
You held up something earlier before we came on the air, and this is going to be for you. This is going to be for you, right?
Well, actually, I bought another Starfighter for myself, too.
Oh, okay, cool.
But this one's for me.
That's a big, that's a big box, and I bet it's a big model as well.
Yeah, it's a few feet across, I think.
Oh, really?
Norman.
Wow, that's actually.
There's no price on it.
Oh.
Norman, I've got one thing to say to you. I hate you. I want that kid.
Well, it's no Batmobile.
No. I might just hold this. I just stay on the show and just hold this the whole time.
Okay.
You might even hand model.
Okay, who is this?
Looks like Armando's here.
You should message me and not call me. Okay. I'm going to get Wayne in here, and when as I'm getting Wayne in, I'm going to talk to Phil. How you doing, Phil?
I'm good, thanks, Jack. But I got nothing.
You got nothing? Boy, it's more of a lazy... I thought I was being lazy. It looks like everybody's being lazy.
Well, it just seems I'm not... It would give every appearance that I'm not progressing. And that's... I mean, that's a couple of weeks worth of work for me. Well, no, a week, actually. I started it last Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Looks good.
Well, yeah, it's just another little piece with 4,000 pieces on it. I've been spent most of the day on the floor on my knees chasing progress that was stolen by the carpet monster. So, of the 4 pieces I dropped, I've only recovered 3, so that one is still floating around there somewhere. So, another railing damaged in battle, I think.
Well, actually, it is. Just a little side note. It has been. It was yesterday. It was my daughter's birthday yesterday, and quite funny enough, her birthday is when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor.
December 6th.
That was the morning, local time, 7 a.m. in the morning around December 7th. Yes, that was 73 years ago.
Yep.
I actually knew someone whose birthday was that day, and it's an easy one to remember, he says. It's a day that will live in infamy. I'm like, because your mother gave birth? I don't think so. So anyway, we got Wayne joining us. How you doing, Wayne? Sorry for the late invite, but you really didn't miss anything. We're lazy. We had nothing to show.
Wait. Those who came in late.
Yeah. These who showed up.
What's up, guys?
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
You posted some pictures of that.
I didn't see it.
You got to hold up for a little longer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a Zerato, yeah.
Yeah. I may get another one and do it matte black. Just do a straight black one.
Oh, make it stealthy.
Yeah. But I can't in a minute. I've got to get some more glue, but the shop's still open for till 9 o'clock.
Well, it's past 9 there.
Yeah.
It's already tomorrow there.
It's about another 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
Glue got consumed for some reason.
What's that?
The glue I was using got lumpy. It just got like hardening up for some reason.
Oh, uh-huh.
Probably left the cap off.
Right.
No, it was a liquid poly stuff from Revol. It does gunks up. It does for some reason.
Uh-huh.
Every time I used it, it had like a small layer of gunk on top of it.
Oh.
So,
It probably went past its sell-by date.
yeah.
It's gone off on you.
Well, we're going to go from W way back to the letter A and say hello to Armando. How you doing?
Doing great. What's up, Jack?
It's really nothing. Nobody's really showing anything. I hope you got something to show.
Yeah, sure. Well, I just started this guy, the Green Goblin,
Oh, yeah.
and
Nice.
I'm working on the glider right now. This glider has a kind of a silly thing, which is, as you can see, the inside is unfinished. So I have to scratch build some plastic, glue it on, putty it, sand it, and I fixed it to the other. But
I saw when you held the box up that it's a vinyl kit. We talked about resin. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the vinyl kit is like and what do you use to glue it?
Sure. Well, vinyl kits are pretty typical in that they have a lot of flash. The flash usually is very, very big, and to cut it, you have to warm it up either with warm water or a heat gun. Once you do, snip it off, and then it will file. It doesn't sand or file as easily as resin or styrene, but it will. But once you get it trimmed, you glue it with some CA glue. That's the best thing. And make sure you align it well because it dries within seconds. This stuff will bond to the CA glue, and there's no way to move it.
Huh. Oh, and I would think being vinyl would be a little softer because styrene and resin in particular are pretty rigid.
Sure, sure. You could see me bending this one right here.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Very soft.
And does it take acrylic paint? I would think enamel would work, but, well, I don't know. Enamel would probably take right off.
I've used acrylics and lacquers on it without any problem.
Oh, really?
You could do it.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I've built a few of the vinyl kits, so, yeah.
You can use acrylic on them if you hit it with some sort of a like a plastic etching primer. That'll work real well.
Yep. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my Spider-Man is a vinyl kit. The one I showed you guys last week.
Mm-hmm.
That's a vinyl kit, and that came out really good. I used urethane acrylic on it. Automotive paints.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks, Armando. And, well, you know, I didn't do much of anything because I wanted to do some airbrushing, but I needed to get a halogen bulb for where I brush. Halogen light works really well when I airbrush. I can see if it's uneven or if it's even or whatever else, give a nice coat. So I had to get a light bulb today, but I'm wanting to get the weathering on the fine molds kit that I painted and built during the 48-hour hangout. And so in lieu of doing that, I started another kit myself. I started the 67 Chevy, the Rebel kit. I think Rebel kits are so much more fun.
Nice.
So I'm going to paint this a teal, very much a teal. It's the Vallejo blue, but it's very teal. Anyway, that's what I'll be painting it. And I got as far as assembling the engine and attached it to the chassis.
You've got a birthday coming up soon too, don't you, Jack?
What's that?
You've got a birthday coming up soon too, haven't you?
Shush.
Oh.
I'll be officially in my 50s. I'll be turning 51. Yes, on the 22nd.
You don't look it, Jack. You don't look it.
On the 22nd, and actually we'll be doing a Sunday hangout on the 21st, the Sunday the 21st, and I actually was able to get off work on my birthday. So thank you for taking note of that. I got to say, though, a lot of people say you probably got gypped as a kid. Not really, because my parents didn't buy birthday gifts. We got birthday cakes instead. And my mom's a great baker, but I always wanted a birthday cake from the bakery, so that's what I got for my birthday. Mom never forgot, but when I turned into an adult, you can't compete with the savior. You can't do it. So anyway, I got some screen sharing to do, and last week during the 48-hour hangout, Disney released a trailer for the next Star Wars movie, and this was posted on our community. And I want to ask, how accurate would this be to what's coming out in the movies? Does anybody know?
Very accurate. Very accurate. Very accurate.
Well, yeah, I'm going to want to get some better looks at it because those engines to me look a little bit small but in the back, but I don't know. I haven't seen it from the back yet, so.
Well, this is the back side right here.
Yeah, but what is that? Who drew that? That's
StratoArt.com.
That's it's a 3D object. You can see that it's being done in 3D.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, what reference did they use to get that? You know, behind.
Who is Dale Jackson, and who in the hell is StratoArt.com?
Well, at least it's something that I would want to build.
I'd want to build that. I would want to build that.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think, this is just a theory, I think that is like the Ralph McQuarrie design.
Well, they do seem to be going back to the Ralph McQuarrie designs more because those were a little sleeker and less junky looking.
Yeah.
I like the way those wings mesh together.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
One single ring.
well,
But-
it gives them the thickness of a single X-wing, but the way they did it was to cut them out so that they meshed together. Anyway, you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
can see
Yeah, I
them.
know what you mean.
I'll go back to finding photo etch.
Jay, you had built a kit. It was one of the concept designs for the moon lander.
Yeah.
You know the kit I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
One of not the TWA, but it was a Wiley Post design, I believe. The one with the three great big fuel spheres in it and such.
Yes, very much like here, Andrew Robinson.
Andrew's done an incredible job on that. He did some heavy modification on it, and I love it.
A lot of modification on this,
Yeah.
and I have to say, it's even better than the original concept.
I think so.
Is that an Orion spaceship on top?
It
No.
almost wants to be, you know.
No, that's part of the model kit
Oh.
that you get, but it's a nice looking. I mean, I love what he's done to it there.
Almost looks like you got Tinker Toys together and got that done.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of looks like. Well, would anybody like to add anything about modifying a kit that intensely? I mean, it doesn't look like that. The kit does not look like that, right, Jay? It just simply doesn't look like that.
It's the same general shapes, but he's done so much to it that I think improves it immensely. So,
Well, maybe I can look for who? What did I do that for? Let's see. No, it's not going to let me do that. All right. Maybe so. Hold on. Boy, my bandwidth is kind of slow. Not enough, probably. Oh. Okay, sorry about the delay.
That's all right.
The computer's getting a little slow here. I don't know why. All right.
It probably has.
I just shared this page so you.
Your computer has attention deficit syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
are you trying to find a picture of the original model, or just what
I certainly am. Seeing
Let me go grab the model.
He does a lot of progress pictures on his builds. Oh, we're getting there. He does a lot
Well,
of
actually,
progress.
speaking of the Orion, I managed to catch the launch of the prototype.
I didn't catch it, no.
It would be very difficult to catch, if you ask me.
This is
It's not. It's
this
not
is
like
what the
it
original
was.
model looks like.
It's not like it was. SpaceX will make sure that you get to see everything they do. Boeing's not so popular.
So this is what the original kit looks like. He did a heavy modification. Can you lower it a little bit there?
Whoop.
Oh, there it goes. Very nice. So that is our capsule. Is part of the kit.
This is just an as it came in the box build. The only difference is I put in glue, canopy cement windows instead of the big round red beads they had to go in there. But otherwise, this is pretty much how it comes in the box. So, but that's what I wanted to build because I built this kit as a kid and did a horrible job on it, and I kind of wanted to see if I could do a better job, and I realized, nope, you still screwed it up. So.
That sounds like the 18-inch Enterprise for me. I can't seem to get one built. There was something that Heath had shared with us, and keeping in with the space Star Wars model building, we have here ourselves a gingerbread Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
That's genius. I love that.
Well, I saw that, and my wife saw it, and basically said, "Eat this, I must." And I said, no, I'm supposed to eat the crust. You go straight to your head.
Tis the season.
You actually said to your wife, "Don't eat that; it'll go straight to your hips."
I actually did, and I didn't get slapped.
And you're still walking.
You're a brave man.
Thank you. Well, that's what my wife thinks that I'm a great man.
She must.
Well, to prove
everybody's delusional every now and then.
Prove to Heath that I did get it. It was $18.
Yeah, I saw you get. Remember, we were online still.
Yep.
We were working on a computer.
That's a good price, Jack.
It's an open box, but that's the cheapest I had ever seen it for, actually.
Yeah.
Well, they've given you a tracking number, so they might ship it if they're too.
Right. Well, they printed the ticket.
It's not a bad little model, but I've done some heavy modifications on the one I'm building, but that just by working from pictures and such, because there are certain places where it's so much detail was left out. What they did was they took the Excelsior molds and they actually reshaped the Excelsior molds. So that's why you won't get a new Excelsior kit unless someone makes one from scratch, because they've actually modified the original molds.
That's the sucky bit. That's actually the sucky bit, that they actually did use the Excelsior molds.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I have both.
You've got to hate sucky bits.
Yeah, I don't like sucky bits.
Well, it's no more sucky than putting a grenade on your desk and then blowing yourself up.
Hey, that was an accident.
Well, again, keeping with the theme of the space, blah, 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 whatever, I don't know. A lot of our members are really stuck on the outer space stuff. There's this one guy, I think he's a bit obsessed with his rockets.
Yeah.
I think we all know who you're talking about, yeah.
Somebody said here, very nice collection, and he responded, sorry, Steve, that's not the collection, that's my corner of death. Apart from the 4 atlases at the front, I had an accident about 5 months ago, and a lot of models were broken falling down the stairs. LOL.
My God, I see 2 Mercuries, 2 Geminis.
Don, I gotta say, Don, you're one hell of a model builder.
How many flaming Geminis do you see there? I'll see about 2.
Gemini? I don't see any Gemini. I see
Gemini. There's no Gemini. These are atlases here.
Atlas, and I see Mercury Redstone in the back, and then there's several different versions of the Saturn V and Saturn 1B.
Well, I know one that he doesn't have. I know a little bit about Atlas and Mercury and escape towers.
Yeah.
And he's modifying the escape towers to make them. These are different versions of the Atlas Mercury things as they progressed through time, and he's modifying these escape towers. And one of the ones he doesn't have is the Little Joe. And that's the one where they just have the one stage, and in the escape tower, and they fire it off, and then they fire the escape tower as the Little Joe is exploding.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very interesting film to watch, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It was a test of the escape tower.
Yeah, it was one of the 5 tests.
Yeah, I think the Orion launch and such was pretty impressive this week.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
it
enjoyed watching that, and it just amazes me that it did so incredibly well. I think they had really only one problem, and that was when a craft like that, in that shape, which is generally the same as the Apollo, when it goes into the water, sometimes it goes in nice and flat, no problem, but sometimes it goes in sideways, and they have these balloons on the front of it, that inflate to help it flip up onto its heat shield, so it's aiming upwards. And one of the 5 balloons didn't inflate, but they didn't need them.
Actually,
Landed
two. Wasn't it 2 of the 5?
It might have been 2 of the 5. I thought it was.
They only got 2.5 of the balloons inflated, and 2 didn't fire at all.
Oh, that's kind of like having an airbag failure. It's not good.
Not that bad. It'll flip up onto its back anyway eventually. But
yeah.
Well, shifting gears a little bit, we had somebody who doesn't really do the broadcast because he's got kids, and people with kids know what that means. Dark?
What's happening?
Something tells me we got a little bit of kinship here.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we got a little bit of kinship going on here. Guess where I got mine.
Oh, right.
What's going on?
Living the dream.
Hey,
That doesn't explain what's on your bench.
I got a lot on my bench. I've got the.
Oh, he has. I've seen the videos.
Hold on.
Oh yeah. Just pick something. I don't know, anything. Because half of us haven't done anything.
The interior of the heavy metal Corvette going on.
Oh,
got
so
sweet.
Working on my destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
And my Battlestar Berserk. It's coming together.
Berserk?
Yeah.
Oh, you got that more together now, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that's really left is the tubes that go on the side.
Those gun pods came out quite well.
Yeah, they don't look bad at all.
Oh.
Did that launch Vipers at all?
It has a hangar bay right underneath in the middle.
Ah.
Tucked neatly and safely in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But that looks different than the Galactica and the Pegasus put together.
Yes. It's supposed, the way the story goes, it's supposed to be like a support ship. So it would be part of the battle group, and as a protector, you'd have 2 or 3, I think, in the battle group. Anything comes in, take care of it, just like a destroyer would against a carrier group or for a carrier group.
I just made an observation, in Star Trek there was artificial gravity, and in Babylon 5 it was centrifugal force, and in 2001 it was also centrifugal force, but they never explained on BSG, Battlestar Galactica, as to how was gravity achieved.
Well, we just assume it was an artificial gravity of some sort.
Yeah. It's not critical to the story, so no big deal.
Well, yeah.
Right. So I have here, I found Wayne's pictures for his plane, his aircraft, and let's see if I can get this shared. There we go. Very nice, Wayne. I think that paint job is quite amazing, and I'm sure it looks like you've done it with an airbrush. Do you use a...
No.
No?
Bit difficult. I haven't got one at the minute. Got to get a new one. No. And then you can see it. I use that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I went a bit different on this camo scheme. It was a bit same with the German stuff, so I just went outside the box on it.
Okay. Oh, wow. I like the lighting on that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
To see the variation. It's so close to one another. The variation is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I got my desk lamp working again.
Uh-huh. Did that ever fly?
No, not really. It's a 46 project. It's supposed to be the America bomber, but apparently it's about 250 kilometers short of getting to America.
I wonder why.
Well, it would be flying against the prevailing the wind. The trade winds would be flying against that.
But it's downhill.
Well,
Yeah, but some of those components used on the 555 were used on the B2. Still.
Okay. Okay, there is something here that, again, keeping with this space theme, both sci-fi and real, Jay had posted some pictures of some really one-to-one scale model building on a movie set. Explain thyself, sir.
Which ones are we talking about? Oh, that, yeah. Okay, that was from Destination Moon, and that is the full-size bottom of the rocket that they built for the movie. As you can see, that far fin is not even angled properly. It's just going out straight and then down. And virtually everything would have been shot from this side over here, but they're building that, and then they built a... that was for the launch. I have no idea what the ballet is, but somebody said, "Here, do something on the sets," and they let them do that. I don't know why, but
Looks like a General Motors head.
Yeah, they built that thing and then had the what am I trying to say here? They built it outdoors so that they could have the launch site, and then they built the moonscape around it, basically, so that they could have it on the moon.
Right. Looks like he's got gravity boots, sir.
He does. He's wearing the gravity boots from the movie, because they didn't have artificial gravity. They had magnetic boots.
What I find interesting here is that you're saying, well, obviously we've seen a picture of it being built, and they built a set around it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the point where the fin, or whatever part that is actually standing on this cracked surface, and they went all the way up to the roundness of the bottom part.
Yeah.
It's flawless.
Mm-hmm.
It's flawless.
It's a wonderful movie. It's of course it's dated. It came out in the 50s, and they didn't have people dancing on the moon, but still, it's a great early science fiction film. It's very realistic, as much as they knew.
What was it called, Jay?
Destination Moon.
Okay.
There's even a Woody Woodpecker cartoon in it as part of the movie.
Yes, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, they thought there was air on the moon. It looks like.
No, not in that case. That I don't know what that dancing had to do with anything. But
there's promotion, probably a promotional photograph for when they're selling things to the movie houses. They make a lot of photographs that the public never sees.
That could be. I like the ones from When Worlds Collide better. Those should be up too.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. That was earlier than.
Yeah, I took one of them for my desktop.
When Worlds Collide was.
There we go.
If you, come on, there it is.
Mike and I were talking about this, and I didn't even know this was even possible. That his guess was HO scale for the trains, and my guess was N scale. You explained to me that N scale probably didn't even exist then.
No, it didn't.
It didn't. But that's probably it looks closer to N scale than it does to HO. But it could be HO narrow gauge.
Yeah, because the movie came out in 1951, so they would have been making it back in 1950.
Yeah, I think they probably made their own scale and went ahead and made everything themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That's cool. What a great job.
Yeah, there's an even better shot coming up. I think it's my favorite of the group.
And I didn't see the movie. And what was this ramp? Is this like a rocket?
Yeah, the movie is based on a novel that came out in 1933, and it's about there's a couple of rogue planets are heading towards Earth, and one of them is going to impact with the Earth and destroy it. So they put together, a bunch of millionaires and stuff put up money to be able to build a spaceship, and they don't talk about it very much, but a lot of countries do this. This is just the Americans. And a lottery is held to figure which of the people will get to go on board. It's called an ark because they also have plants and spacecraft, and they microfiche all these famous books or important books and stuff to bring with them. I love that shot of the guy lighting the engine.
Yeah.
You know, either that or he's roasting a
No
marshmallow.
safe glasses, no, he don't have any protective gear.
Yeah.
He has scars on his arm from previous attempts.
Yeah, because they figure out that one of the planets will destroy the Earth, but the other planet, which does look like it can support life, will take over the Earth's orbit pretty much. Not exactly the same, and they take off and fly to another planet. And this movie is being remade.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, from what I understand, Steven Spielberg is remaking it because he remade War of the Worlds. This is another George Pal film.
Wow, that's just
incredible.
The actors, a lot of the actors in this, what some would say were a B movie. A lot of the actors were pretty high end. They've been in a lot of other movies, and later on in their careers, they made quite a name for themselves.
Even Mr. Ziffel from Petticoat Junction is in this.
Mr. Ziffel?
Mr. Ziffel and Mr. Drucker, they're both in it.
Oh, get out of here.
Mr. Drucker's in there.
Yeah.
And I believe Walter Pidgeon is the American CEO of the Rocket.
I don't remember. I know that there are a lot of famous people in it. It's a fun movie. It's one of my favorites, and that launch sequence goes by so fast. Pegasus has a really nice model kit of that rocket.
It would be quite some project for somebody who's into building dioramas, into building even one little part of that.
Well, I've actually been working on that. Took the diorama, and let's see, I can go grab it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
The history of science fiction movies as a whole, a lot of them, when I was young, were replayed on television because they didn't have, they had it in the can, so they just threw it on TV. So movies that were in the 50s, I got to see in the 60s when I was a kid, and none of my cohorts watched any of that stuff. But,
this is the base that I'm building for that. The launch ramp will fit in here and sit on it. So it's like the very top of the mountain. But once I'm done with it, I'll have all kinds of a bunch of miniature trees and stuff to put on here and such. But I started this a while back and just.
How big's the rocket going to be?
The rocket is about yay long.
Okay, so this is the top of the ski ramp.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the top of the ramp, and the model kit comes with kind of a mini diorama. It comes with the ramp, a piece of the ramp, and on a really cheap vacuum-formed set of rock. And I just wanted to make something that looked better. I don't know where the heck I'm going to put it when it's done. But
that's going to look great.
Yeah.
But that's always the problem. Where do I put it once it's done?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, one more share, and switching gears a little bit, that's not quite space-related, but it is comic book related. I think you fans would know what this is.
Oh, Mark 6 Iron Man.
Yeah, Craig did a phenomenal job at this, and he lit it, and you'll see it's Iron Man. Quite an amazing job.
Mark 7. Yeah,
I'm really impressed with the quality of the paints. It really, look at that quality. It's amazing, that layering of you just don't throw that on. That takes work. Great deal of work. Yeah, look at that.
Amazing.
it's amazing. Parts of that you can see yourself in, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
No, he did a real nice job on that.
It's just the fact that he lit it that I'm just totally amazed about. Yeah, you could use magnetic wire. Yeah, you could use tiny little LEDs and fiber optics. But quite honestly, it changes the build altogether. It makes it a lot harder to build. And then come out with a quality paint job as he did. Yeah. Good stuff.
A good modeler, a master modeler.
And you know, he doesn't even have a workbench. Oh, here's a shot. It's a little brighter. Let's see if I can square and share this. He's a pretty big album he's here. And he basically works off his coffee table.
Yeah. So we don't have to have all this stuff. We can throw it away and just go up on the coffee table and build models.
So no excuses, guys.
No excuses at all. Mm-mm.
No.
Look at the quality. I mean, that's amazing. It's...
I even think the photography is not giving it justice, honestly.
No, I don't think so either, but I can see that there's deep inside there's some real hard work getting those layers so you come out with that sheen.
I mean, look at the gold on that leg.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Gold on that leg.
Beautiful.
And how Craig's got the metallic feel from it. It's just amazing.
Yeah, those alclads are really something.
Oh, is this what that is, alclad?
Yeah, that's alclads, yeah.
Yeah, but it's...
Yeah, candy finishes. Those things are amazing.
But you just don't slap it on. You have to know what you're doing.
Oh, no. You got to know how to put them on, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, go get a nice close look at that. Doesn't everybody talk at one time?
You're supposed to talk first.
You know, it's hard to believe that you guys are as quiet as you are with as many model builders in one room like this. It's usually everybody talking at the same time.
We're very polite.
We're trying to pretend we're adults taking turns.
Oh, we're pretending now.
Some people who haven't even finished their first childhood.
Well, I'll be turning 58 on Wednesday, and I haven't finished my first childhood.
What? You're 58, Jack? Oh my God! You don't even look it, mate. You don't even look it.
Yeah,
No,
39.
he looks older.
I'll be 39. Yeah. I'll be 39.
Yeah.
We didn't. You see, I didn't show anything. There's the chassis. And what I did on quite a few parts is I stripped the chrome, and then spray painted it silver with the acrylic Vallejo, and then metallized it with the polishing powders, and I had them looking. These rims were looking just gorgeous laying down with the light shining on them. I put them on the car, and maybe they're not so nice looking. But the box shows them not being chrome, because that's what the box shows, so that's what I was going for. And that's kind of a fail. And to put clear over that to get some shine, we'll just make it look like paint instead of all that metallizing. So I didn't do it. One of the hints that I relearned and retaught myself. These rubber tires this is an old kit, and they were hard as rocks. So I put them in about an inch of water in this tub, and I took them up and microwaved them for 1 minute, and then I hot fingered it down the stairs back down here where I could slip them on me. I took them. I reached in that water, grabbed them, and snatched them, put them on the rims.
You forgot about the cigarette hanging out of your mouth. Like, you probably had a cigarette hanging out of your mouth too as you're doing this.
Yeah, no, I don't take cigarettes upstairs.
Oh, okay.
No, that's where my mom lives, and I don't smoke up there.
Oh, you live in the basement?
Yeah. This here's a basement. It's finished. It has genuine plaster, real plaster, walls and wood paneling and stuff like that.
Wow. Having drywall and paneling down in the basement is pretty intense. Only because basements usually have moisture problems.
Yeah, this is Colorado.
Yeah, they don't have any water in Colorado.
Yeah, water is something that you look for. You don't have to wait for it. We don't. Now, if a drain was to back up, yes, it's a problem. But this is real plaster. It's finished rough as a cob. And,
like the drain I had bubble up because we've had like incessant rain for the past couple of days. Today was the first dry day, but yeah, got to find that little device. That's a little flotation device that if the water comes up out of the floor drain, it floats up, and of course then it stops it. It's like a stopper in reverse. It's pretty cool.
We have if a water pipe, there's a pipe comes down from the water heater, and if that starts leaking or something like that, there's a little, looks like a space capsule on the floor. It's cemented to the floor, and it'll start screaming if it senses water.
Now,
So
I asked you,
I can turn the handle and turn the water off on the water heater.
and I'm sure our viewers are asking, what does this have to do with model building? Nothing.
Well, our models are in great danger. We have to take care to keep.
Here we go. I've just reached a milestone.
Okay, let's see your milestone.
The superstructure is complete with all the major components.
Oh, nice.
Hey!
You know what? I could do that if I wanted to. I just choose not to.
You know something? That's only a part. It's only a part of a model, and I don't even have models that big from that part. So, wow.
It's going to be a beautiful model.
Guys, I'm going to say goodbye. You'll have a nice evening.
All right, so long, Armando.
Take it easy, everyone.
As long as I photograph it from the bottom of the driveway, it'll look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I say about the first guy to leave a hangout?
Not on air.
No, I adore him. I think he's a great modeler, but he's the first guy to leave. So I have to say it, Armando, I hate you. So anyway, it's it's a pretty lazy Sunday, and I think I'm all talked out myself, and I hope you guys are too. I got anything else to show you guys before we go?
Nope.
Nothing really here on this end.
And Heath is also still awake.
Yeah.
But don't take it off in the afternoon.
I think everyone's pretty well seen the pictures of my wings where they're at. So.
Oh, okay. Did you? I think I come across them. Why don't I bring them up?
Yeah.
No. Talk some monsters. Talk monsters. I saw it right here.
It's really hard when you haven't progressed much, isn't it? Yeah. Just show anything.
Oh crap!
Here it is. Here it is. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And click. Come on. There we go. And it's a little guy standing on the wing.
Yeah.
Screen share. And there we go.
Boom.
And he's in scale.
And he's in scale. What I particularly like is see if I can find that. I find a picture, another picture. No. Is it here? Something that's. Okay. These are the covers. Oh, where'd it go? These are the covers you're talking about that you were covering it with?
Yeah, these are the skins for the top covers for the nacelle.
Frickin' show off.
Going off again, are you, James?
Well, the fun part on this one was the part that goes over the fixed part of the skin that goes over the prop shaft, because in the part that's included with the kit, it also it covers right over to first third of the motor, so it had to be cut back for the part that had to be glued on, and that was tricky because you didn't want to. You needed both halves, so you had to make sure you did your measurements right to cut it to shape.
Mm-hmm. And and you were very discreet with your prescription bottles.
Yeah, I know.
I recognize one. Isn't one of those lithium? Or
is that lithium?
Anybody who does that kind of detail work out of paper needs lithium.
And now, if you come in words from Father Frost, lithium Magadon ion.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful job. And what I find totally amazing is that this is all paper, and I got a pretty good zoom in.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's paper.
Exhaust pipes you had to roll, huh? Wow. No, it looks like they could be doobies, too.
The big bamboo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, Mark. That's awesome, Mark. Now, the fuselage you haven't done yet, or you call that the canopy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to. I've pretty well got the mold ready to make the plug. So once I get the plug cast, and then we can I can start molding the canopies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I did find your paper build, and I have to say that I'm probably not going to be brave enough to do it. I did it as a kid.
Yeah.
But I remember my fingers were more nimble then.
There's a lot of kits out there, Jeff, you could try that are on the simpler side than what he does. That's for sure.
No, well, yeah, that is probably very complex.
For it and get started, you know.
Uh-huh.
Well, they got a 5-foot tall Saturn V paper model that would be probably not that hard. Comes in a book. You take an unfolded.
I gotta go, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. See you later, Heath.
Good night, Heath.
We're about to wrap it up anyway.
Yeah. I've got templates for a Saturn V, and the thing's 5 feet tall once it's built.
Wow.
Yeah, they're 5-foot tall one.
Would that be an easy one?
No. Well, it's not. It's really not too bad. It's really. It's actually mostly cylinders. There's a couple of partial discs to make, but it's mostly cylinders, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. So you
just got to be really, really careful with your seams, because it being such a large model, everything's visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. The boosters, the bottoms, where the boosters, and you have those nacelles, the 4 of them. That can be a little bit harder to form. It's a compound curve.
Well, you all seen it, paper, plastic, resin, even vinyl. I'm sure there's some other material we can think up of.
Well, you saw metal. This is metal.
Oh, metal. Yeah.
Just a note for those guys. I was watching before I came on when Armando was showing his goblin figure. And you had asked him about what you used to glue it with. He was saying CA. CA, of course, works really well, but it's still a hard, brittle point. What I find that works even better is Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has a better and more long-lasting adhesion than.
I'm very familiar with Gorilla Glue because I gutted and remodeled the bathroom a couple of years ago, and I used a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
To fix
some time to manipulate just before it dries, then too, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And in fact, I think part of this workbench that I had built is put together with Gorilla Glue. That stuff is like freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, I want to call it a night.
Earlier this week, and he was showing me that. I was looking at some of the other kits. There's some really good ones in that series by, was it Hammond or whatever they're called? But there's some really cool kits out there, and I was thinking of getting one or two, and I was researching it, and then a lot of people were talking about the Gorilla Glue as a good adhesion.
Sounds. Gorilla Glue also sells a CA. I know they do because
I don't know. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
But I think we're talking about the polyurethane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, thanks, guys, for coming by. And you know what? I'm pretty brain dead. That means I'm getting ready for work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one may have gone over your head. I don't know. It wasn't that funny then. I'm going brain dead. I'm getting ready for work. So thank you all for joining us, and thanks, Bob, for sharing as much as I did, practically nothing. And,
I'm working on my end of the year video here as we're talking, so I'll have it up in a couple of days.
oh, cool. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting, but I'd have to dig through my pile of dead and gone kits to do an end-of-year build video. So.
Well, yeah. Anybody ever watch The Walking Dead?
Yes.
They have a talk show afterwards, and during that talk show, they do an in memorandum
Yes.
of all that they lost.
Yeah.
Afterwards could be a whole memorandum of all these enterprises that you lost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the kits. You know what?
Do the sad music, a little rest in peace, and just have a picture of each enterprise.
Well, that's not it. Is that it? I think this is it. It has screws in it, too. This is my end-of-year video right there. That's a big one there,
End of year memorandum.
I need widescreen. I need, 70mm film for that.
I think I did 15 models this year, so I'm going to do a little short recap on each one of them.
Cool. Thanks, Dirk, for showing up and making me look bad.
Hey, you look bad.
Well, you know what? You're a better-looking guy than I am. I don't know what to say. And thanks. Hey, you know what? I got to say something, though. You haven't been on a broadcast hangout, I think, at all. But you know what? I got hooked on your videos, particularly your find videos, what you found, what you bought. They're hilarious. I love them.
Yeah, I try to make it entertaining. But yeah, the timing of these shows are just way off for me. I just can't, it's very hard to do. But I do watch when I can, or the next day I throw it on the phone or something like that and listen to it as I'm going to work or something like that, and it's entertaining.
Excellent. I'm glad that you joined us and showed us your presence, even on broadcast. It's great because it's as you well have experienced. It's a little different.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A little different than just socially hanging out. And thanks, James, for sharing your paper.
Oh, you're welcome.
And as always, I'm going to go out hug a tree in your honor.
All right, thank you.
And thanks, Jay, for your share, and your genius always is welcomed. And boy, you know what? Did you post a video lately? Or?
The last episode of Evil Duck was posted last Monday, and the new one will be coming up on Saturday.
Okay, very good. I don't think I had caught up with the one on Monday, but I will catch up during the week because I got a computer fixed.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, and this is the man I have to thank for helping me fix that laptop. And of course, you had a lot of help. You're on the phone like 3 or 4 times during that hangout, which was like hours long. But thanks, I still got to get it going. And thanks, Mike, for all your genius and share too.
You're welcome.
And Norm, it's been a while.
Yep.
And thanks for your patience, and thanks for joining us tonight. And I'm envious of your Triderium ship. I want one of those. And Phil, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
And showing us a model within a model within a model, almost like a Chinese box,
It is.
And Wayne, thank you for joining us too. Look, he's reading instructions. Good golly. Read instructions. And, thank you all for watching. As always, happy modeling, and see you in a couple of weeks. It will be our end-of-year hangout, and we're going to try to recap what, I don't know what we're going to recap, but hey, I do this by the seat of my pants anyway. Thanks for watching. You'll have a good night. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Good night.